start out with something that's small, and then we'll raise it up later on.
What, like Yu-Gi-Oh is small?
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pegasus is an overpowered one.
No, I think Yu-Gi-Oh is more overpowered.
No, well, Pegasus had that fucking eye where he can see your cards. That's overpowered.
Yeah, but you got to realize Yu-Gi-Oh could basically draw any card he wanted from his deck at any time.
Okay.
The heart of the cards.
Oh, okay.
So basically, if he needed something, he would draw it.
Oh, I guess we're going to be talking about this on today's podcast.
Overpowered characters?
Overpowered characters.
I'm CRollur.
And I'm Willy.
Welcome to the podcast. This episode, obviously, we're talking about overpowered characters. The least of which I think is Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean,
he goes from being a little boy to being a man with just a little pyramid hanging from his neck.
In the grand scheme of being overpowered, it's not as overpowered as some of the other ones I have on my list here. However, I still think being able to draw whatever cards you absolutely need at that moment is overpowered in an anime about card games. I mean, imagine if you could do that in poker or blackjack.
I mean, people count cards, and that's cheating. That's overpowering.
I mean, okay.
There we go. Yu-Gi-Oh's doing the same thing. He's playing, blackjack, but counting cards, but he's using the heart of the cards.
Yeah, as I was saying, like,
I think what it is, too, with Yu-Gi-Oh, they should have more regulations, because if I would have called Yu-Gi-Oh or Yugi, whatever his fucking name is.
Yugi is the kid. Yu-Gi-Oh is his transformation.
Right. If I would have found out that he's like counting cards, dude, I would literally call up a bounce squad.
But he's not counting cards.
Put him like right in the alleyway and just beat the fuck out of him.
But he's not counting cards. He's just able to, whatever card he absolutely needs is going to be at the top of that deck whenever he needs it. The heart of the cards. Which, to be honest, as I was about to say, like poker and blackjack, you'd be a freaking millionaire playing that.
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh's a fucking millionaire just winning the card games, the tournaments and stuff that Pegasus held. He was overpowered too, because he was able to see what cards, you have on your side, of the table.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. However, if you can't draw your own cards well enough to counteract that.
Yeah, but he can see what card he's going to be, what card is next that he's about to draw. And he can already plan like how he's going to use that card ahead of time.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yugi has actually beaten him at some point.
Yeah, but he lost to him too. Yeah, Yugi lost to Pegasus.
He's lost, he's won. I think they're pretty equal then.
Yeah. And then the one person in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's even like surpassed them, I don't even think you even know who it is Joey.
I don't know if I would count Joey.
He has a Brooklyn accent.
That doesn't make him OP.
He's OP as fuck. He has a Brooklyn accent.
Speaking of what does and doesn't make
him lives in Japan, but with a Brooklyn accent. That's overpowering.
But speaking of what is or isn't OP, while looking into this, somebody mentioned Bruce from Bruce Almighty. And while having the power of God sounds OP.
Sounds OP.
Given the fact that it's a movie about him having the power of God, I don't think it's necessarily OP.
No, it's not OP because you get overwhelmed with, like trying to, not run, but like help billions of people throughout the world. And you're just one person, with God's power. He's mortal, so he's, not able to do that. Like he couldn't even sleep in the movie because all those like voices going through his head.
How do we define this OP or overpowered?
Overpowering. I mean,
to me, it's like a power that's overcoming everything else just by default.
I mean, look at One Punch Man.
That is somebody I want to talk about.
Oh, we'll wait until later on to talk about him.
We should probably talk about him next anyway.
Oh, okay.
But I just wanted to point out, like, there was nothing opposing Bruce and Bruce Almighty other than the challenges of wielding that power. So technically, it could go either way here.
Right.
But for me, I wouldn't consider it an OP character.
One Punch Man?
No, Bruce from Bruce Almighty.
Oh, okay. So we're not talking about One Punch Man right now.
Not yet.
You're
really into this.
Okay, let's talk about like video games.
For me, one of the overpowered characters for a video game would be Kirby.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it,
not OP in Super Smash Bros, but he's OP
in his own games, and in his own lore, it's godlike powers and lords and kings and stuff like that. And on one occasion, it was over a trivial thing like a freaking strawberry shortcake. He fought King Dedede over a strawberry shortcake that supposedly was missing.
You know what's funny? Like Kirby, he kind of reminds me of that Majin Buu character, being pink and shit. Because Majin Buu eats everything too. Turns everything into chocolate and just eats it.
There are others. Can you think of any video game characters that are?
Yeah,
OP?
Kratos from God of War.
Kratos?
Yeah, cameraman, you want to come up to a microphone and just point something out?
Kratos, one example why Kratos is overpowered because when he was fighting Boulder, Boulder couldn't feel pain and kept on regenerating. Kratos made Boulder feel pain for once in his life. Even Boulder was shocked. And then that's one example why Kratos is overpowered because he makes people that can't feel pain somehow. And he's a god also, so
I mean, he didn't start out as a god though.
No, he started out
And
as
he took down gods, which is definitely an OP thing.
Yeah, that's OP as fuck, dude.
So yeah, like I definitely agree. Kratos is OP as hell. But my question though on that one is, could he take down Goku?
No,
No, I don't think he
Goku's
can.
a god too.
That you got to realize how many different power ups Goku has had from his grade 8 form when he was younger to like going Super Saiyan, like the different grades, Super Saiyan second grade, third grade, full power, then Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, then freaking Super Saiyan God, basically the powers of a god.
Yeah.
Then
But
Super Saiyan Blue, which is the Super Saiyan God with the first Super Saiyan form. Like, and then Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, which adds the Kaioken power. Like every time he gets challenged, he just gets more powerful.
Isn't there like a Super Saiyan White too? Master Ultra Instincts. That's
I didn't
what it
even
is.
get to that one.
Oh, it was in one of the Dragon Ball movies, I think it was.
Anyways, there's like 21 different forms,
Yeah.
different forms he's created.
So there's
to
no
power up.
way Kratos would even win a fight against Goku. Goku would fuck him up.
So yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like, he just every time a challenge comes that he can't defeat, he just becomes more powerful.
Yeah, he just keeps getting stronger.
I think his OP power isn't any of his forms that he creates, but the fact that he just keeps creating them, keeps coming up with newer ways to power up.
Yeah, but the thing is, dude, Goku always tries to get stronger. You see Kratos you ever watch like a cutscene where he's doing push-ups? No.
I mean, I'm sure he does.
Well, not in the cutscenes. I want to see him do push-ups and prove that he's getting
All right,
stronger.
Kratos needs to start doing push-ups.
You need to start doing push-ups.
But I mean, as a meme, can he defeat Goku is pretty much the ultimate, like, is this person OP?
I'm starting to second guess. Well, it just depends on the storyline, I guess. I mean, like fucking John Wick. I think he's OP as fuck.
Now, there are other OP characters I think could match Goku. Like Superman, for instance. Because, like, he has, like, pretty much invulnerability to any attacks unless you have, like, kryptonite or the red sun, like a red sun. Because, like, while he's away from those two things, his skin is so tough that nothing can actually penetrate it. So anything Goku would throw at him, no matter how powerful it is, I think Superman could actually withstand it.
Yeah, but if he was fighting Batman will find a way to beat the fuck out of Goku. So.
Well, that's because Batman would get kryptonite.
Kryptonite is not Goku's weakness.
No, Superman.
Yeah, it's Superman's weakness. But wait, how would Batman fuck up Goku?
I don't actually know how Batman would do it. Batman would use some type of tech or thought ahead of plan. I mean, Goku is known for being, I don't know how you put this, but not very smart in his actions.
Yeah, he just recklessly do shit.
So I guess Batman would probably just get him pissed off to the point that he would start attacking wildly and randomly. recklessly and then probably trap him somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Because Batman is pretty much a logical thinker and a thinker of like trinkets, traps, and setups.
I mean, he beat Superman, so.
Well, that was what I was saying. He used a, I believe it was a ring of kryptonite, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, so Batman's OP. He's more OP than Superman because Batman can like figure out how to beat anyone.
Well, in that case, every villain of Superman is OP. I didn't even get over to like not just the invulnerability, but his super strength, super speed, heat vision, super breath, super hearing, X-ray vision, and flight. How many different power-ups do you need?
Is that like
that's all the like the main power-ups for Superman?
It's like Marvel's like character of Captain Marvel. You know, like she's OP as fuck too.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, like
I never really got into Captain Marvel though.
No, it used to be DC. Then Marvel bought it.
So what other OP characters can you think of?
Master Chief's OP as fuck. You can't tell me you can take down an army of aliens by yourself.
He had support.
Barely any. He had Katana that helps him. But Katana's in his fucking helmet. Tell him.
You realize the Marines were helping him in the background, right?
Yeah, but they're not actually there. I took down a whole entire brigade of aliens by myself as Master Chief.
I think for me, the most memorable OP moment is when he freaking delivered a bomb through space by himself. I guess in that universe, he's OP. But
all it is just a Earth latest technology. I do not think it'll be even comparable what the aliens have. You're still still using bullets, and the aliens are using like plasma pistols.
He's also a super soldier essentially. He's super strong. He also has like the suit that helps him out.
Okay, so basically, is Vin Diesel in his suit?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
You know who else is? Wolverine.
OP as fuck.
I mean, you could compare Wolverine and Deadpool all you want, but Wolverine for me was the first basically regenerating mutant that I thought was OP as hell.
Back then, when I was watching X-Men, Wolverine, it took him time to regenerate. It wasn't like, a day or, 2.
Well, I mean, if you watch some of the X-Men movies, he's regenerating while being torn apart.
Well, that was the X-Men movie, but if you read the comics, it actually took time for him to regenerate.
See, that makes him less OP, but I think that's actually more balanced.
Yeah.
The fact that he has like super regeneration is ridiculous.
Then he can grow fingernails on his knuckles.
Well, I mean, the adamantine armor is also ridiculous, but there is a weakness to that. Magneto used it. Oh, it's metal.
Isn't Wolverine's his whole body's like metal too?
Basically, every bone in his body has been surrounded by adamantium.
And Magneto can fuck him up. Oh, Magneto's OP.
I don't think he's as OP as Wolverine though.
No,
because he can't regenerate. All he can do is move metal.
What about Jean Grey?
Absolutely OP.
Yeah, that's really OP. The thing about Wolverine, though, if he got in a fight with Jean Grey, who will win?
1-on-1, she would win.
Yeah, she'll fuck him up.
However, in the
back.
movies, he actually decided to work with a team for once. And that was what allowed him to defeat her. Because he basically 1-on-1'd her to the point that he was almost losing, but his team stuck around and killed him.
Another question is, since Mr. Marvel over here, what if Doctor Strange and Wolverine got in a fight? Who will win? Isn't Doctor Strange a little OP too?
A little bit, but mostly because of the time stone.
Yeah, he has a time stone.
And
he can put you in a different...
he did take down a godlike being by just creating a time loop.
Yeah.
Just literally repeating the same instance over and over till that god basically gave up.
that god was probably pissed off.
Here's one. Since we're talking about the time stone being an object that was wielded, that was OP, what about Light Yagami from Death Note?
Is he the one that actually writes on the notebook?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know the name. Yeah, That's not OP as fuck because if someone snatches that notebook, he's powerless.
And my thing is the Death Note itself is what's OP. Basically, the ability to kill anybody just by writing their name.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. The item,
him wielding
the item itself.
Yeah, him wielding it makes him OP. But you're right. If somebody takes it from him,
yeah, he's useless.
That's why I was getting like, technically Doctor Strange is OP, but without the time stone, he's less OP.
You know,
he's a decent magician, but he's not an OP one.
You know what would be funny? Like, we were talking about like items getting stolen. Can you imagine if the people that summoned Captain Planet got their rings stolen? They are not OP anymore. And they'll go to high school.
Honestly, I never considered them OP.
Captain Planet's OP.
Maybe, but they're not.
They're not. They're just useless characters that they're like kind of like I would call them peons.
Peons.
What did we talk about? We talked about Halo. We talked about. Do you think Tomb Raider might be OP?
What's your explanation?
Oh, okay. So the reason why I'm OP in every game I play on easy mode. So,
I mean, playing on easy mode makes you OP.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
But what about Tomb Raider did you specifically think?
You never die. You die and go right back to the save part.
That's not OP.
That's OP.
That's just game mechanics.
The thing is, like, if you want to be like realistically on a video game, if you die, you got to start from the very beginning.
Then you would love
Time
90s
loop.
games.
Huh?
Then you would love 90s games.
Yeah.
Or 80s and 90s games where there were no save files.
What villain do you think that's OP?
OP villains? I don't know if you can count villains as OP. Their entire point is to be extremely powerful.
I mean, you think Clayface is OP?
Well, who?
Clayface. I that's my favorite villain, Clayface from Batman.
I don't know. I mean, if we're gonna go with Batman villains being OP, I think the Joker is.
Why would he be OP?
The fact that the Joker pretty much just keeps appearing and reappearing and comes up with different schemes, different things, and is pretty much Batman's number one nemesis, makes him kind of the most OP of all the Batman villains. But I don't know if I would consider any of them really OP.
Right. It's just it's mostly like superheroes. Like the Hawk is OP as fuck, and Marvel knew that the Hawk was OP, and that's why they made the movie with Thanos. And Hawk can't do shit with Thanos.
For most of the MCU, Hulk is pretty damn powerful.
Yeah.
They kind of nerfed him later on.
Yeah, and the Silver Surfer is fucking OP. He can surf around the galaxies, like quicker than fucking light speed, dude. True. And it's not like he teleports. No, he just goes in like so fast speed that he makes the fucking Flash look like a little bitch. Even the Quicksilver guy look like a little bitch.
I mean, a lot of people do think that the Flash is OP though, which would make the Silver which would kind of prove your point that if he's faster than Silver, or
he'd be faster than Flash.
Yeah, faster than Flash. That makes Silver Surfer OP as hell.
But then they're gonna argue with you, like, "Oh, there's no gravity in space."
I don't think that gravity changes how fast you can move.
Not at all. No.
But I do want to point out that for me, if we're going to go OP for super speed, obviously Silver Surfer is a contender. But if you compare like Superman's speed and the Flash's speed, a lot of people will say, well, the Flash might be faster than Superman.
No, they raced.
Yeah, I know they raced. But a lot of people will try to say that anyways. To me, when it comes to OP, I think Superman is more OP than the Flash. Because Superman has like super strength, like near invulnerability, flight, like all these things that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Whereas
almost all of the powers that the Flash has come from his super speed or are a result of it.
Yeah, but
his endurance and stamina are all related to the fact that he has to have it to go super fast.
Speed is power.
Well, think about how he gets strength though. He can have one hell of a punch, right?
Yeah.
But he has to be going fast to do it. He can't do a standstill punch. Like,
no.
I mean, if he does, like, his fist would be like from way back, pulled back to like out in front, stretched full in like the blink of an eye to make up the difference between a strong man's like weighty punch.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna run in circles like
It's
50
called momentum.
times, then I'm going to punch you.
Is that called momentum?
Yeah.
He has to have
Yeah.
momentum. Instead of getting the weightiness behind his punch.
Obviously, he must have like really strong bones if you can hit that hard, right?
That is one of the things. But as I said, like he has to have it in order to be that fast. He has to be able to dodge things. He has to be able to withstand running that fast. He has to all these things have to exist for him to be super fast, including being able to withstand hitting something. The only thing that he has that's actually not related to his speed, or at least not directly related to it, is his electromagnetic thing that comes with his speed force. That's a byproduct of it, not directly related to him being fast.
Whoa, that was a good call right there.
So I personally think Superman's better because he doesn't need to be strong. He doesn't need to be moving fast, but he can also move fast.
And the thing is, he only has one weakness.
I think there's only two.
What?
The Red Sun.
The Red Sun?
Yeah. But let's go on to the one that you've been waiting to talk about, One Punch Man.
Do you think One Punch Man can actually punch Goku and kill him?
I mean, theoretically, Goku could probably just overpower him, get another power-up. However, if One Punch Man does land a punch, I think he would defeat Goku.
But One Punch Man will probably just do like a little backhand slap, Goku.
See, the thing is, One Punch Man, to my knowledge, still hasn't released his full power. He's pretty much nonchalantly bored out of his mind trying to find somebody worth fighting, right? So we don't know what his top power is. We know Goku keeps powering up.
Yeah.
But we know what his current top power is.
Yeah, but the thing is, Goku gets stronger when he gets beat up, right?
Yes, but I think
it's not going to injure him if he punches him. He's just.
But I think that One Punch Man would probably defeat Goku, and then Goku would retreat, get stronger, and come back and defeat One Punch Man. If they were to combine universes, that's how it would go. I also think Goku would probably be the one that he's looking for.
Oh, that'd be cool. They put that together, put Goku in there.
Yeah, the fact that every time he defeats somebody, he's so bored. He's only half-assing it, essentially.
And Goku's not even the strongest one in the, whole entire, universe either. There's other God characters,
There is. However, I imagine that every time that if one of them challenges him, he'll power up and become the power. That is his goal, ultimately, is become the most powerful.
That's Goku's goal?
Yeah.
I know. I thought his job was just to beat people up.
No, his goal is to become the most powerful.
Hey, Naruto was OP? Later on, not like in the beginning, later on.
Maybe.
Because he does not run out of chakra.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Now, I want to talk about get away from anime here for a little bit and talk about another one that's like an actual movie.
Terminator.
Okay, Terminator is pretty OP, but I want to talk about Neo from The Matrix.
Oh.
I mean, pretty much being able to see all of the code.
Yeah. Damn, dude. I did not.
Basically has godlike powers in that universe.
I did not expect that.
Within the Matrix, right? Godlike powers within the Matrix. That is OP enough, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much the ability to take on anything.
But he's not OP when it comes in real life, right?
You would think that, but if you remember, some of his powers leaked outside of the Matrix. He was actually destroying Sentinels on their way to, was it Zion?
Yeah. He put his hand up.
It was a center.
Yeah, he put his hand up and the whole thing's fucking fried.
And he did that blind.
Yeah, dude. I forgot all about that. That is fucking ridiculous.
So yeah, his power extended outside of the Matrix. That made it extremely OP.
So we're going to narrow it down, all right? So basically, Keanu Reeves is OP.
I have noticed that there are lots of OP things that he is.
It's all Keanu Reeves, the actor. He's
John
OP as fuck.
I have the question, since we were talking about Keanu Reeves, do you think John Constantine is OP? Because I saw somebody say he was.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're already talking about the fact that he's OP in pretty much every role he plays.
Yeah, he's OP. In Constantine, yeah, he is OP.
I just wanted to bring that one up.
He's no matter what he does, he's OP. Even in movies he dies in, he's OP. I watched a movie called Siberia. I thought it was gonna be a good movie because it's featuring Keanu Reeves, but he dies in the movie. He was still OP in the movie, even before his death. Like he was OP. He literally had a single shot, a bolt action rifle taking out like fucking 13 fucking Russians. That's OP. Like no matter what, he's just like one of those action. Well, Steven Seagal, he's OP.
What movie are you referring to?
All of them, dude. Steven Seagal only plays movies where he's a badass. Megatron's OP. But the thing is, his enemy was Optimus Prime. They're both like kind of like, side by side in power. So
does that make Optimus Prime OP then?
Yeah, they're both OP.
By what metric do you think?
You never really see them really get fucked up, right? It's always their comrade that takes a blow. Is it because they're leading an army?
I mean, possibly, but there is a time where Optimus Prime goes down.
Yeah, but he gets right back up.
He was thought dead, though.
I mean, I'm not really big in the whole car thing. Like, I was more into Beast Wars. I thought Beast Wars was cooler when Optimus Prime was like a gorilla, and Megatron was a dinosaur, like a T-Rex or some shit. I thought that was cooler. I got one more character.
What?
You ever watch that movie Silence of the Lambs? The Hannibal Lecter guy is OP because he knows how to, study and like do everything. Know everything about you by just talking to you. That's OP as fuck, dude. Knowing he's more of like a psychologist.
Yeah, he was based on a real character. And honestly, that's like an interesting thing. Plus, the thing you were talking about is, I believe, called mentalism.
Yeah, he knows how to manipulate people to do things.
I guess mentalism is more magician style type thing, but the people that you can read people, understand them, and figure out who they are just by interacting with them is kind of mentalism. Well, I think we've talked about OP characters enough. I've been CRollur.
I've been Willy.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I've been.
You're not? You have been?
Yeah.
So what are you now?
I'm Willy.
Anyways, thanks for watching the podcast.
Peace. And then another thing I want to point out that Pikachu's OP as fuck too, because he refuses to transform and he's still a fucking badass. Not even going to his next stage, he's still kicking ass, dude.